There's got to be a way to find out what the hive are planning. That ghost we recovered found a library in their fortress called the World's Grave. It's said to hold everything they know of Earth. If you can get us down there, I'll steal all I can.
What is up, my Squirtleites? It is I, your king.
Deep in their fortress,
Welcome you back to more Let's Play Destiny.
There's an ancient knight who protects it. I can lead us to him, but you'll have to face him to find the grave.
Oh, I'm sure he won't be all that difficult. So we actually need to go into the Hive Fortress. We need to actually go inside their architecture. We need to see what it is they are actually up to down there and what the heck it looks like down there. So, rather than going through the Temple of Crota entrance like we saw in the last video, we're going to be taking a different way in. Get out of here. Alright, so let's move on through this way, and upon heading through this building, we're actually going to be greeted with another entrance entirely into the Hive Fortress. However, I think, if I'm not mistaken... Nope, never mind, he already killed them. Dang it. There are usually two major knights just hanging out right here that are very, very good for experience and super farming that you can kill, but unfortunately they're already dead.
Filled it with all sorts of chambers and catacombs.
If you don't mind me, Ghost, I'm going to take a little bit of a detour right here, because back in here we got ourselves another one of these golden chests. Open that up. I don't think that fusion rifle's a high enough light anyway. 35, yeah, I'm going to pass on that one. The shotgun that I was given off screen also isn't even as good as the fusion rifle I have, so I'm going to pass on that as well. So, start taking these things out. Scout rifle's just a little bit too weak. It can't one-shot the acolytes, which is a bit unfortunate. Well, actually, did that... No, I didn't one-shot it. It got hurt by the knight's shot, which that is a hive boomer right there that he's firing. That is one of the most powerful hive weapons, for sure. Acolytes can hold them too, but they don't very often. And if they do, it's usually because they're a hollowed acolyte, or also known as a major. Be gone with you. Okay, let's see. Where's this wizard at? Goodbye. Oh my goodness. Wizards like to scream, by the way. And there's actually a lore reason for that we will be getting into at a later point when it's a little bit more relevant. So that down there, that is known as a shrieker. Shriekers are... Ooh, here. Shriekers are... It's kind of actually hard to explain what shriekers are. They're not living beings of any kind. They're more of just a twisted amalgamation of darkness from the hive that basically act like a turret, and you'll see what I mean as we get closer to it. Oh dear, that was a little bit too close for comfort. I mean, those don't do a ton of damage, but it's still not pleasant to get hit with them nonetheless. We got a wizard there. There it is. So the shrieker opens, and it's going to actually start firing things at me, like that. Oof! And those hurt quite a bit, actually. They can kill you very quickly if you're not careful. And it gets worse, actually, because there's also a downside in killing the Shrieker itself that I will be showing off very soon here. Wish these Thrall would stop coming. There's just so many of them. There we go. Did I get them? No, I didn't really do much. Oh, I need to stay outside your range. Need to kill this stupid wizard. Okay, let's move in. See if I can get behind cover in time. Did I not kill you? Get out of here. Where's this wizard at? Oh, I couldn't even see you. Okay, now for you. Blow that up, and then upon doing so, it lets out these things right here that are going to start chasing me. They do a lot of damage, and if all of them hit you, it's very likely that they will kill you. So, move! Yeah, it's basically just an infusion of dark energy from the hive.
Is near, and it's powerful.
And I believe they've been created by the wizards.
Finding the grave.
I'm not positive. Don't quote me on that. Wow, look at this place. Didn't miss something. So what we are in right now is actually not known as the Temple of Crota, but it's actually called the Hellmouth, which is a whole other section of of this entire, of all these chambers that the Hive have built for themselves here on the moon. Wouldn't you believe it, but if I can actually show it, just up above on that ridge line around there is actually part of the upper space of the moon that we can just traverse around in patrol missions and whatnot. Like, you can get down here on patrols, but that is actually just part of the main space. That is not mission territory at all up there. It's really kind of cool how the moon intersects in this game, thanks to the way that the hive chambers have been built. Missed. Didn't miss. Alright, so the knight is in here and we need to take care of him. No special ammo. Okay, let's keep going. Make sure I'm good on this. Hi, buddy. So there he is right there, and I'm going to kill him as fast as I can if I can help it. Oh, shoot, I messed up. I messed up. I messed up. We're alright, we're alright. There we go, now he's dead. Let's kill everything else in here real fast.
This is the key to the grave. I know where we're headed.
Yep, we'll head that way in just a second. Oh, I can't even. I need to reload anyway. Oh well, we're fine. I got myself a rare weapon engram, which is something that's very interesting to me. It could possibly serve us sooner rather than later, considering how close we are getting in terms of levels. In fact, I would like to check the progress on my hive bounty. Or do I not even have that anymore? Maybe I don't even have that. Whatever. Okay. So we got a few more enemies over here that I could very easily deal with. Those knights like to put up those shields, but it's just a little bit of a break. All you basically want to do is just start focusing other things while they have their shield up. You can't shoot through it unless you have very special weapons that you can only get in one of the raids in this game, which it's really just not even worth it for that, because those walls do not stay up for very long. Goodbye. Goodbye with you, and then there should be a couple more coming. Oh, just you. Get out of here. We done? Oh, there's more. I actually got an upgrade on this thing. Oh, and a drop of some sort. Let's take a look at that. Well, we got the Sahara AR 47. That's the highest rate of fire auto rifle. No, thank you. I did get the hair trigger perk on this, which is going to be kind of interesting, I think. Yeah, that fires very, very quickly, which is kind of nice actually for this exact weapon type. I don't really know if I'd want that on any other weapon in the entire game, honestly, nor any other archetype. Maybe super fast firing right pulse rifles, maybe.
The world's grave, not ours.
All right, and here we go. We have entered the world grave area. Nothing really going on right here. Not back there. So we actually want to go down this way and through one of these tunnels. Because the Hive are, like I said, they are an interesting race. They are a very old race, actually. Much older than the Fallen are. Much older than humanity ever was. But the thing about the Hive that you have to understand is the Hive were not always this way, much like the Fallen. The Fallen are a twisted version of their former selves. The Hive, I would say, even more so. They were a completely different race eons ago, and there are reasons as to why they are no longer the way they are, and we'll be getting into that in a much later storyline. But I would say the difference is, and that was probably not Nova Bomb necessary, but I did it anyway. The difference between them and the Fallen
there it is
that the Fallen were once something actually beautiful. The Hive, I don't think you could ever say they were. They had a very different history behind them that you almost feel pity for them once you learn what it's about, but I don't know. I don't know if I would say that entirely, because they kind of brought about their own destruction on themselves, unlike the Fallen. And what they have become is, well, honestly, very terrifying.
They're going to come after us. Make sure you're ready.
But we are just facing the weakest factions of the hive. Nothing to really be feared at the moment. At least I don't think so. That is a curse thrall right there. They are much more slower moving thrall that are infused with basically the same energy that makes up the hive boomers, and they basically are just suicide bombers. They will walk up to you and try to explode in your face, so it is best to kill them as quickly as possible. There we go. There's someone to my right. I need to get rid of you as fast as possible. Get out of here. Okay, you're very much too close for comfort. Goodbye.
There's so much. They've broken the Bekenstein limit.
Don't ask me what the Bekenstein limit is. That is never explained. Get out of here. Okay. Good stuff. Now, the thing about the World's Grave, and we don't actually know how the Hive store their database, because the thing about the Hive is everything is organic. Everything they create is entirely organic. Which I think, again, is kind of creepy when you think about it that way. That no matter what you see that is Hive, it is living. And, again, how they store their information, we don't really know.
There's unbelievable stuff in here. The Hive have seen thousands of worlds taken by the darkness, and they've been seeding Earth for centuries, waiting for their gods to return. I'll warn the city. Let's get out of here.
And it goes a little bit deeper than that, Ghost. Just a tiny bit. So yeah, that's really all there is to that mission. But yes, the Hive they are Hive. They are insects. They are an infestation is what they are. So a lot of their activity goes undetected pretty much everywhere because they tunnel underneath planets rather than out in the open all that much and just slowly destroy it little by little. That's what they do. It's kind of crazy. Ooh, I might be able to actually use this shotgun. But yes, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to be it for this episode. Thank you all so very much for watching, and I will see you all in the next one.